Astrology 101. I wanted to give you guys a bit of an idea of what I do and how I read for a chart. This is only like 1/1,000,000th of it. This is a very small portion of it. I'm not even showing you the ephemeris, which is basically astronomy. Kepler was in the 1800s, created a formula in which we could de-align a chart like this using a mathematical equation. Now we have computers, so we don't have to do that. So just to give you an idea, this is a chart. And whose chart is it? Some Erica Holland. So this is a chart right here. These are the houses going all the way around that chart. Like that's the 5th house, that's the 7th house, that's the 8th house. Each house means something. The first house is the house of who I am. The second house is the house of personal wealth and personal values systems. The third house is also has to do with communication, how you communication, your lower education, as well as siblings. The fourth house is your childhood and children you may bear. The fifth house is real estate, your fun, your romance, your creativity, and children you may bear. The sixth house is your health. The seventh house is legal issues and relationships. See, there's a whole bunch for each one, but this is just as the Reader's Digest version. The eighth house is psychological and death and money borrowed, money given to you in inheritance as well. Ninth house is higher education, your belief systems, your values. The eighth house is your psychological makeup as well. And the ninth house is around travel. When I want to look up travel for someone, I look there. You do need your time of birth to be able to know what all the houses are. Without the time of birth, we just do something else differently. The 10th house is your career, sometimes status and who you marry. 11th house is your community, your friends, your wishes, and your goal. And the 12th house is things that are unknown to you and past lives as well. And then we've got what each house is. Like your 12th house might be, in this case, it's Virgo, but somebody else's might be Aquarius, somebody else's might be Scorpio. So each house has a different sign, so that represents something different as well. So for instance, I've got Aquarius in my moon in the 6th house, which is the house of Virgo normally, but Aquarius is in there, which means my central nervous system affects my digestive system, specifically when I'm in emotional state or feeling in an issue with mother relationships, because I got my moon in the 6th house. And then we've got everything over here, which is telling you where these are all the planets. You can see all of them. You can see the moon there, you can see Jupiter there, you can see Saturn down there, you can see Mars there, and they all make mathematical alignments to each other, such as squares, 90 degrees, oppositions, 180 degrees, and those mean something as well.